So you've got the space on Great Eastern Street. You've got capital behind you. You've got good people. What do you want it to look like in the next year? I mean, you're not specifically an incubator by any means. You're not trying to take equity stakes here. What do you want it to be? Kind of like a think tank of people coming together with the right ideas, or what does it look like, say, in a year or two from now?
There's two ways. I try and use analogies all the time. None of them work, but I'll go again, and I'll probably create another one as I go along. First of all, it's a patchwork quilt. So there are lots of different companies that need to come together, that need to be joined together in the right way. It's not about individual greatness. It's about the collective. And the collective is the big companies, and it is the small companies, and it is the stitching that brings them together. That's what I don't know what the patchwork quilt looks like, and no one does when you start one. But it's going to be useful because it's going to, at the end, it'll have a use when you bring them all together. I want to form a new thing. It's not an industry, because industries are the old dynamics that everyone talks about, and those lines are blurred completely. It's about making it easier for me to live my life. And we came up with the purpose of Bold Rocket, and we pissed about for ages with what are we about, what are we trying to do. And actually, very simply put, all I'm trying to do is make life a little bit more wonderful for people. Now, I would love to make life a little bit more wonderful for my niece, but I can't. So how do I make it wonderful for other people based on the promise I made? And it goes to the heart of everything. I'm not going to try and make life wonderful for everyone, a little bit more wonderful. So what are the bits of life, the detraction points, the bits that piss people off? How can I make their lives easier? So one of the things we're trying to do, just in the background, nothing to do with any corporate thing, is last year I had a shit year, as in really didn't enjoy it, went through a really bad patch. But loads of people do, and I found out that 1 in 5, 1 in 6 people in the UK suffer from mental health disorders at some point in their lives. And actually, suicide is the biggest killer of 16 to 14-year-old males in the UK.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You told me that.
Yeah.
So what age group, sorry?
16 to 40-year-old males.
16 to 40.
The biggest killer is suicide.
More than what?
Heart disease, cancer, road traffic, everything.
Drinking, whatever.
Yeah. And no one really knows that, and I never knew it. Why the hell do we let people kill themselves? Our friends. Because their life isn't wonderful. By definition of they're killing themselves. So we're doing something in the background with a couple of MIT guys and other guys to say, actually, is there some technology out there that can spot the signs of someone going through a period of kind of stress, depression, anxiety, mental health, degradation, by using voice tone, by using patterns of behavior, by using different things, and actually allow someone to track themselves. But it's not about tracking yourself, because I would have ignored it. I would have just turned it off and said, I don't want to know that, because it's going to make me even more stressed. Go against the whole Facebook mentality of I've got 500 friends. Bollocks have I? I've got 3 or 4 friends. And if those 3 or 4 friends knew that I was in trouble and knew that they needed to be there for me, they would be there for me, because that's what they are. That's the true definition of a friend. So how can we put those bits of technology in to say, actually, my aim is to get suicide in the UK to 16 to 40-year-olds for males to 0. That's a great ambition. Will I do it in my lifetime? I don't know. But when Bill Gates said that he was going to solve malaria or get rid of malaria, he's only 2 countries away from it now. Now he's got a little bit more money than me, but I don't think he's got any more passion. And actually that's what this is all about, which is I'm determined to make life a little bit more wonderful for people. And I'm sure there's loads of people out there who go, that resonates with me. Because 1 in 5 feel the same, I'm sure. 1 in 5 know someone who's been through it. And actually when I thought back on the stat of how many people kill themselves, I know someone who's killed himself. And I never thought to myself, God, that's a problem. But then I've spoke to lots of other people, and they can link to someone who's been through that. So solving that, it's not about banking, it's not about just making money, it's not about all those kind of things. That's not life anymore. It's about actually doing something which materially makes a difference to some people's lives. My commitment is none of my community are going to kill themselves.
How can anybody sign up, publish an event, and start selling tickets in a matter of minutes? We love the notion of people gathering. We really thought about low friction. We want to be that cable TV of live experiences. We basically broke all the startup rules. It's fairly insane to go into a business venture with your fiance. My advice, to any 20-year-old or fledgling entrepreneur is to not listen to their parents. Do something really incredible.